Hello, and welcome to Iowa Western Community College. I'm really excited you've taken this time to meet with us here today and learn a little bit more about how to be successful in your upcoming programs. I'm Tom Gilmore. I'm the Dean of High School Partnerships here at the college, and I'm really here to help you learn best ways to be successful in these programs, avoid some of the pitfalls, and really make it a great semester. It's an exciting new journey moving forward, and it starts right here. Let's get going. You are all participating in the Senior Year Plus program through your high school in partnership with Iowa Western and the Iowa State Department of Education. The state is who makes the funding available so that you don't have to pay for these classes you're taking in high school. What is Senior Year Plus? It's a program that enables students to enroll in post-secondary education while they're still in high school. The primary purpose of Senior Year Plus is for high school students to be exposed to acclimate themselves to college-level instruction and the expectations. We ultimately want to teach you all what it'll be like to be college students while you're in high school so that you can be better prepared to pursue a degree or other credentials. What are the other benefits to participating in this program? Well, there are many. First off, as mentioned before, there is no cost to you for tuition, fees, and books for these programs. Why is that important? Because after you graduate from high school, you're the one paying the bill. Take advantage of this program and earn every credit that you can. Second, in many cases you will be earning both college and high school credit for completing a college course while still in high school. Your counselors, in many situations, have mapped out your schedule to ensure that the college classes you take are also working towards completing your required credits to graduate from high school. You are getting a 2-for-1 deal. Pretty cool. Third, as mentioned before, the primary goal for this program is to help you understand the instruction and expectations of college curriculum. This is an opportunity to take college courses while having the support systems of both the college and your high school. That's a lot of support. I certainly suggest reaching out and utilizing the resources that you have available. You'll be glad that you did. Fourth, who knows what they want to be when they grow up? I know I don't. Great. The others of you who don't, this is an opportunity to explore different areas of interest to see what you really have an interest in at no cost to you. Take advantage to find out what you like, and maybe also what you don't like. Both are important in the long run. So finally, by taking these courses, you can place yourself in a better standing when it comes to applying for college after high school graduation. Who wants to go to the University of Iowa, Iowa State, Northwest Missouri, Nebraska? Well, when you apply to those schools, you won't be looked at as another first-time student. You'll be viewed as a transfer student, where they look at more of what you completed at IWCC versus what you did in high school. What you did in high school matters a great deal, but performing well in college courses can show another school that you have already demonstrated the skills necessary to be successful in the college classroom and give you more favor when it comes to being accepted. As far as we're concerned, you're an IWCC student just like somebody who has already graduated from high school. You'll be afforded all the same privileges and opportunity than anyone else on this campus receives. You'll be able to receive an ID card on campus so you can attend sporting events and other events taking place here on campus, along with access to the Marshall Wellness Center. In addition, you'll have access to the resources available in our campus library, tutoring services, academic support, along with counseling and career preparedness services. If you're able, we want you to come to campus and experience all that IWCC has to offer. Now, what can you expect in the classroom? For those of you taking courses either on an IWCC campus or in one of our centers, things are going to function much differently than they do in your high school. First things first, we know that all of you can do this. None of you would be registered for a single class if we at IWCC and your school counselors didn't think that you had what it takes to be successful. But it's going to be different, and you will be responsible for adapting to the expectations placed on you by your instructors. First, your instructor will meet as scheduled and hold you to deadlines. For example, when the assignment states your work is due at midnight on Sunday, that means if you turn it in at 12:05, it is then late, and you could be subject to a penalty or not even accepted at all. Additionally, you may have a football game on a Thursday night and a test scheduled for Friday. Your instructor is not going to change the test around your football game. You'll need to manage your time throughout the week and be prepared to take that test on Friday regardless of your extracurriculars. This is how things are done in the real world. You will be treated like a college student. What does that mean? That means you'll most likely be given instructions, then asked if you have any questions. If no questions are asked, then your instructor will assume that you understand what was just stated. Learning to be a college student means learning to advocate for yourself. Nobody else is going to do that for you. If you don't understand something, nobody is going to know that or help you if you don't say something. Nobody is going to make an appointment with tutoring services or writing services for you. It's up to you to recognize that you need help and to go seek that help. This is your first opportunity to either be the hero in your life or the victim. That choice is up to you. Now, who knows what a syllabus is? Great. Ultimately, the syllabus is your guide to successfully completing the course. It has every due date, contact information for your instructor, along with other resources. It will have a guide for how your assignments will be graded. It will be your best resource for any specific class policies. Some classes will tell you that there will be no late work accepted. Some may say when your instructor is available to meet with you outside the class. It will have the attendance policy. Everything you need to know about that class is in the syllabus. I really urge for all of you to take 30 minutes before the class starts to read the syllabus. It's located in Canvas, which you locate through Rock. IWCC's schedule is different than your high school's. IWCC's classes start on August the 15th and run through December 10th. We'll have different days off than your high school. It's your responsibility to manage both schedules. If your school doesn't have school that day, but IWCC does, it is your responsibility to be here or communicate with your instructor ahead of time to account for missing the time. Finally, your parents will not be notified of grades due to the Family Education Rights and Privacy Act. We call it FERPA. We will only communicate your grades to you through Rock and to your counselors in the high school. Your counselor can discuss your grades with your parents, so there's no hiding it from them. Best piece of advice, show up to every single class, turn in every assignment by its specified due date, and ask for help when you need it. If you do these 3 things, it is very unlikely that you will fail the course. Remember, we all believe that you are here because you are capable of doing great things, beginning with success in your college classes. Many of you will also be taking IWCC courses in your high schools. These are going to be just a little bit different than those taught on the IWCC campus. First, your courses will meet in accordance with your daily high school schedule. Your counselors have worked to fit these courses into your daily schedule on campus, so you do not need to go anywhere. Second, you'll have the same academic expectations as if you were taking college courses here on campus. Ultimately, you're taking the exact same classes that have the same expectations, so you will still learn what it is like to be taking college courses. Third, your classes will be taught by high school teachers you may already be familiar with, who are qualified to teach at the college level. They'll be familiar faces, but they are held to the standards of college teaching for these courses, and it will still hold you to a higher standard required for college. The best part is even though you are taking college courses in your high school, you still have the same IWCC campus resources available to you. You can still access the library, tutor, writing center, just as if you were here on campus. Just like taking courses on campus, the instructor will follow the syllabus, and it is still your primary roadmap to success in the course. Remember, you can do this. Online courses require a great deal of time management and discipline throughout the week. All classes are asynchronous. Now, who knows what that means? Okay. Asynchronous means that you're never really required to show up for a specific class time or a live lecture or other organized class meetings. The way this works is you're given reading assignments and some form of written assignments throughout the week, and you're expected to complete those assignments on time while utilizing the resources you have. In a sense, you're teaching yourself the material and the instructor is giving you feedback. The most important aspect is completing the assignment by the time it is due. Like I mentioned previously, if the assignment is due at midnight and you turn it in at 12:05, then it is late and you can have a penalty. And again, utilizing the syllabus is your best action for success. You need to follow this document for the weekly assignments and their deadlines. This is on you. It is rare that you'll receive an email reminder from your instructor about what is due. You need to know what is due and when. Furthermore, it is your individual responsibility to manage the successful completion of your weekly assignments. A best practice we found is to look at your syllabus at the beginning of each week, identify what needs to be done, Schedule your time out for yourself to do it each week and hold yourself to that schedule. If you do that, I am confident you will not have any trouble turning things in on time. If you do in fact need help, please reach out to your instructor with an email or phone call. A phone call will probably be the quickest way to get your question answered. If you email, please be very specific in what it is you need. Do not send an email that says, "I need help," and that's it. That will not be very helpful to anybody. This goes back to advocating for yourself. If you cannot clearly communicate what you need, how can anybody help you? Be specific. Also, allow some time for response. Your instructors have lives, families, and other activities just like you do. They need time to respond. So if you ask a question on Saturday evening and the assignment is due Sunday, you may not get a response before the assignment is due. Try to ask your questions during the week and during business hours, generally from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., when at all possible. Ultimately, if you have a question, ask it. But if you can utilize these tips, I think you will have a much better chance at a timely response. Just a few additional tips that we've learned throughout the last year from your peers and students who have gone before you. Classes start on August 15th. When should you log into your classroom? August 15th. You will have assignments due that first week, so please be prepared. If you can't log in for whatever reason, ask for help. Reach out to someone right away, whether it is your high school counselor or someone here on campus. Please reach out. Just like in any other classes at IWCC, your grades will impact your eligibility for things like high school athletics. Who here plays a sport? You do? Okay. If you fail a college course, you are not eligible to participate in your sport. Basketball and wrestling are generally the two biggest. We saw a number of students who failed a class in the fall and could not compete in the remainder of their basketball or wrestling seasons due to Iowa regulations. We don't want this to happen to any of you. You need to perform in these classes if you choose to take them on. Also, do not cheat. Every instructor at IWCC has a great technology to identify any kind of plagiarism. Who knows what plagiarism means? That's right, it's turning in work that does not belong to you. It also means not giving credit to another person for their idea. If you don't cite sources in a paper, that is considered plagiarism. Do not do this. Plan enough time to complete original work and turn it in on time. This is critical. Again, we all have faith that you can do this. Develop a plan to schedule out your week in a way that you can complete your required assignments on time. Take into account all of your extracurricular activities through the week, make time, and stick to it. If you demonstrate that you gave a genuine effort, turned every assignment in on time, didn't cheat, and asked for help, I'm incredibly confident that you will pass every course you take. Earlier we mentioned the course Syllabus as the primary resource showing you how to be successful in each of your courses. Please utilize this resource. This is an example of what the syllabus will look like. It will include instructor information, course expectations, textbook information, assignment due dates, test dates, academic policies, attendance policies for those taking courses on campus, communication expectations like the best way to get in touch with your instructor. It'll show the grading scale, have information about FERPA and academic dishonesty policies for plagiarism. I can't stress enough how important it is to be familiar with this resource. Use it, use it, use it. This is your friend. ROC is your primary source of information happening at Iowa Western. Where the syllabus is your roadmap to success within the class, navigating and utilizing ROC is how you navigate your resources and on the campus as a whole. Over here on the left is where you can find access to all the resources available to you, like the library, tutoring, writing center, and even counseling services. The links in this side will help you make appointments for any of those resources. This section with the arrow pointing left is where you can see the announcements being made to everyone on campus from any and every department. If you want to know what's happening on campus, it's right here. If a service is going to be down for maintenance, you will have received a notification here. If the Wellness Center is having an ice cream social, it will be announced right here. Check this throughout the week, just to know what's happening on campus. The first arrow that's pointing down is pointing to where you can see the classes that you're enrolled in and provide a link into Canvas where you can access all your course materials like the syllabus. The second arrow pointing down shows additional resources, but the primary one that you will need to see is your grades. This will show you your grade for each course that you have completed, and it's where you will request a transcript to be sent to a transfer school of your choice if you plan to go on and earn a bachelor's degree. ROC is a great tool, and it's where you can access all the resources you need for support here at IWCC. Since everyone has a cell phone on them everywhere they go these days, we want to recommend that you download this app. Ellucian Go is the mobile site for ROC, allowing you to access anything you need from ROC on this app. It'll help you stay in touch with anything going on in your classes from your mobile device. I highly recommend this. It will be your best friend. You never know when you may need some technical support. If any of your IWCC systems are not working, this is how you get in touch with the folks who can help you out. For any of you who will be coming to campus for your courses and plan on driving yourselves, you need to have a parking pass on your car to park in the campus parking lots. Getting a parking pass is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, access ROC and find the Parking and Transportation tab under the Campus Life section on the left. Second, click on the section that says Get Your Parking Pass Today and enter your login information under Parking Permits as seen in the screen. Third, fill out the information requested on the parking registration form and bring your confirmation information to the security desk in Fremont Hall to collect your parking sticker. Please remember to have your license plate handy to enter into the application page. You won't get a pass without it. And also, remember when on campus, only park between yellow lines. If you see white or blue lines, do not park there. Those are reserved. This is an incredibly exciting time, and all of you have fantastic opportunity to set yourselves up for success in the future by being in the seats you currently sit. Success in these courses are going to give you a leg up on all your peers and help accelerate either your academic or professional careers. I know that all of you can do this. However, before we let you go, there are a few more things to keep in mind. First, this is the start of your college transcript. It is as close of a thing you will ever have to a permanent record, and it starts right now. We don't want anybody to fail. An F will remain on your transcript forever. Nobody wants to see that. We're going to be communicating grades with your counselors throughout the semester as best we can. This will help to ensure that if we notice an issue, we can work to get a solution before it's too late. A W for withdrawal is better than an F, but we don't really want this either. Ideally, if you find yourself struggling at the start, please tell somebody so that we can help you out with the support you need. As we discussed before, you do have support services at your disposal to help you through this class. Just because you struggle to start does not mean that you are not smart enough or ready to take these classes. It just means that you are doing something new and don't have it perfected yet. That's normal, so please do not panic. Just reach out for some help and let's see what we can do. The worst thing you can do is nothing. If you just sit back and think that by not showing up or not doing the assignments, somebody will just drop you, you're incorrect. Your instructor will just think that you do not care and will give you an F. If you're struggling, reach out for help. As we discussed before, grades can affect your athletic eligibility. Just like your high school grades, if you do not do well in your college classes, your eligibility to play your high school sports could be in jeopardy. We saw this with too many students last year, and it is heartbreaking. But ultimately, that is all up to you. Make the right choices. Many of you are going to pursue more school when you graduate from high school. Great. The grades you earn in these courses will have an impact on the financial aid that you receive and scholarship applications that you submit. If financial aid has seen that you've registered for 5 classes and withdrawn from all of them, they will think that you're a scammer just trying to get federal money without completing any school. We have seen this happen, and it really sets students back. Finish what you start. We know that every single one of you can do this. It will be hard. It will be different from high school, but that is the point. This is an opportunity to show your potential and build a foundation for the future. I'm sorry if that sounds cheesy, but it's true. This is an opportunity to start determining with confidence the person you want to become. Work hard, have some fun while you're doing it. You can do it. Class will begin on Monday, August 15th. You're expected to attend the first day or log into your online courses, even if your high school hasn't started yet. We mentioned earlier that you're responsible for managing both your college and high school schedules. This is exactly what we're talking about. If you wait until the second week to log into your online classes, you will already be 1 week behind. and there is a chance that your instructor will not allow late work. Log in during that first day of classes so you do not fall behind. We've given you a roadmap with the best practices learned through tough times by students who have gone before you. Learn from their mistakes and do not make the same ones. Fall semester ends on Friday, December 9th, which is probably sooner than most of your high schools end for break. If you ever need to see the academic calendar, you can find it in Rock. Finally, this will not be easy, but we know that each and every one of you can do this. You wouldn't be here if you couldn't. We have all the confidence in you to be successful, but it will require you to put in the effort required. If you're taking classes here on campus, show up to every class, turn every assignment in on time, and ask your instructor when you need help. If you do these things, you should not have to worry about failing a class. For online students, it is a similar strategy. Log in at the beginning of each week to create a plan for the week, turn every assignment in on time, and ask for help when you need it. If you do these things, you will be successful. We're really excited that you're here and feel great about what you can accomplish. Congratulations. You are college students now. Thanks again for coming today, and best of luck in the semester. I want to thank you again for taking time to learn a little bit more about Iowa Western Community College and the programs you're going to be getting into today. I feel very confident that everybody is going to be incredibly successful this semester. You can do it, and we believe in you 100% here from the High School Partnerships team at IWCC. So let's have a great semester, have some fun, and go Reavers.